What's up?
2, 1.
So do you remember? You're like, yo, how y'all doing? You point at me. For a photographer or
a videographer? Get down with it.
Right here.
Yeah, so basically.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Journey Podcast. Today you have me as your host, Moses, and to my left,
you got Daniel.
Okiki.
And our main guest of honor,
JoJo.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Let's clap it up for the last episode of the year and the finale.
Yeah. Bro, y'all probably wouldn't even see it till like 3 weeks time.
2 weeks time, but we're gonna put it out as soon as possible. And for our main honor guest today, we're probably happy to have you here.
Yeah,
last
bro.
day of the year.
Appreciate
for
you for coming. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's been like my fuck.
Nah, you good.
But it's since like a minute we trying to get on here.
Hey man, this is a busy man, bro.
Yeah.
This man got business money doing this thing, and y'all already know of him. But as we all know, let's ask the main question: how was y'all week? How y'all doing mentally, and how y'all prepare for the New Year's for real?
Physically, emotionally, mentally, right?
Mm-hmm.
So physically, I'm good, you know, cause like I got back home. I don't really, cause at our school, I use the school gym, they call it the fact. And so since I got home, I'm not trying to pay for a gym membership, but I kind of have to because I'm not trying to slack. So I recently got one, so I've been good. I've been consistent. Mentally, I'm good, you know. I say a 8 out of 10, so I'm grateful.
That's what's up.
Emotionally, yeah, I'm also good.
That's what's up. I mean, as likewise as me, I've been trying to go back in the gym, work out on the lower body parts. You know, they can't be deformed now. Your upper body strength can be buff and then skinny. Yeah, like this gotta be. Like this gotta work. So I've been cooking up on my runs. My goal for the day has been just 5 miles and keeping a consistent pace. And I'm not no track star.
5 miles.
I'm not no track star, but I'm glad I'm blessed with a long endurance. You know, as long as long stamina, running for a top notch for 10 miles straight to finish the rest.
You got that, bro.
Hey, bro.
I'm on track. I'm not even doing that.
Hey, man, I'm telling you right now, my knees bowling. But overall, been working on that, mentally working on that, and prepare for the New Year's.
I knew them ice showers help, bro.
Oh, I don't take ice showers.
Oh,
I take that hot boiling. I take the hot boiling shower because I feel like it cook up your muscles to recover it better.
Nah, bro.
Hey, that's my theory. That's my philosophy.
They both got the advantages.
Hey, that's what I'm saying.
No, hot showers make you feel slouchy.
I mean,
and
relax.
You more tired, bro.
But it lets my body recover through the time that I'm being and I'm relaxing.
The people who know, the experts, they know.
Hey, man.
The cold shower.
I appreciate the advice. All right.
Ice bath is necessary.
Hey,
Ice bath?
I low-key want to.
I did like, so for this year I did like 10.
10?
10 of them?
I'm running track.
Oh, yeah. That makes
sense.
sense. That makes sense. Yeah.
But specify though, like ice bath or cold plunge, like the tub and the ice inside, or like just cold showers.
Nah, like ice.
The cold plunge, the ice in the tub.
Yeah, it's ice bath, like ice in there. Just get in, bro.
Hey, I can just imagine. Cold showers is enough for me, bro.
but it helps. Like you come out, like at first when you come out, you can't feel your legs.
Yeah.
Can't feel your legs. But then after it's like, oh, I mean, you gonna feel like you still tired. Your legs still tired, but still it's like it's better. Just go to sleep after that. I'm telling you.
I heard it's a lot of health benefits.
Yeah, and also this salt. I forgot the name of the salt.
Himalayan salt.
Epsom.
Epsom.
I used to use that sometimes.
I heard.
I just put in the bath and just go in.
Hey, okay. Right. How about you, I guess?
Me personally, I've been alright this past week. Nothing too crazy. Just been working on myself. I've been going to the gym.
That's good.
I take the gym a little serious, so I like to do that as often as I can. I like to run also. I'm not doing as much as you 5 miles, but like I try to do at least like 2-3 a day, and then I'm straight. But mentally, I'm beyond fine. Like I'm just by God's grace, I'm good. So
Amen.
Yeah, me this week has been fun, tough, everything you can imagine. This week started off Monday work, Tuesday. What did I do Tuesday? Tuesday I did something I forgot. No, Tuesday I didn't go out. That's the first time in a while I didn't step out the house. Like
Can we clap for that? I'm glad.
Like I told myself, like I was just editing Tuesday, talking to other photographers, just editing. Then Wednesday, I went out, did a couple things. And Thursday, I took some pictures of somebody that I just posted right now. Then those pictures are hard. I feel like this is my best work all year.
Really?
Is it?
Yeah,
you
tight
posted?
pictures.
End of the year type stuff.
Yeah, I was like, bro,
okay.
I have to post on the 31st. But yeah, I did that. But overall, my mindset right now, like how my mind is, like I'm in my creative mode.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, 2022 was like seeing my potential. 2023, you gotta unleash that potential.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yeah, that's how it is, bro. And yeah, I don't know. We gonna during this episode. We gotta do a recap of the
year.
Yeah, like just talk about our years and everything. And we just go get into that for real.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm good overall.
But yeah, as we all know, this podcast is not about us. It's about our guests and their journey throughout their beginnings to where they are now. So let's really get you with some questions, you know, and you give us your mental thoughts, your thought process, and how you know, got over those challenges and how you give our audience advice and knowledge after their time watching us. So, do you guys have any questions, really?
My first, what the name narcissistic, right? How did you get that?
How did I get that? I mean, it was really just, how can I even say it? It came about like 2021, around this time last year. I don't know, I guess me and my friend were in this type of argument, and then she was like, oh, you narcissistic. I was just like, but like, I liked it. I was just like, you know what, it's cool. But the way I use it for my brand is not in a negative connotation, I use it in a positive connotation. To have like extreme confidence in yourself. Like, you can, with that confidence, you can achieve your goals and do whatever you want in life. So that's really the motto I really have for my brand, honestly.
Makes sense.
That's yeah, because like narcissistic, it has a negative connotation, like you said.
Yeah.
But like it's good that you're using it to create your own narrative. So
if anything, I mean, I remember the day I first was asked like, what does he mean by the, you know, with our close friendship? And for those that do know me as your good close friend, they were like, what do you know about the name narcissistic? I'm like, you know, I never thought of it. I looked on Google and I'm like, I know you did not meant to for this way. But honestly, I'm glad for you to introduce, you know, to the audience and people out there what you really meant by the word and how you want your brand to be named and represent. So, of course, really is just up for now.
With narcissistic, have you seen some impact? Because I'm gonna play devil's advocate.
Right.
All right. So right now, word means a lot. Meaning a lot. Like even our names, everything we have means a lot. Like if a parent called a child dumb, at the end of the day, 9 times out of 10,
they're gonna think they dumb.
Yeah. So with narcissistic, have you seen like is your brand ever made a negative impact in some way, like you seen, or you thought about like, is this name affecting my brand, or is this name gonna affect me in the future?
That's a good question.
No, not really. I mean, in the beginning, yeah, people were like, why narcissistic?
Right.
Why this, and that? But I felt it was different, especially for a brand, because people don't really go that route. They do different types of names. Like me, I'm gonna throw out Mogul, like he's in a positive connotation. He didn't have to spin it. He didn't have to do any of that. So it's self-explanatory with the word mogul. Like you're
that guy.
Yeah. So with me, it was just like I wanted to flip it and, you know, make it about yourself. Like make it, you know, have confidence in yourself. So you have belief in yourself and you can go forward from that. So that was really that. Nobody really said, oh, like narcissistic, like
right.
Yeah, definitely
now people, they get it.
Oh yeah,
got you.
Before,
yeah. Did they help you build your confidence too?
Oh yeah, like
because you know it's your brand.
Yeah.
Like, did it impact you?
Yeah, of course.
How, like, get into details for me, please.
Impact me like in the beginning, or
like just overall, like things you never knew you were going to be doing. Like you started doing it, like, cause you said it's a way of, building your confidence, like, believing in yourself. So the name and the brand, as that affected you that way, cause where the brand is touched with you. Yeah, like the journey is touched with us. We can't just be like, to say, oh, we doing something different and telling other people to do this. But at the same time, your brand is touched with you. So how would you say it affected you, so the people that wear your brand, that see you, can know?
Yeah, I mean, now it really affected me, like, confidence-wise. Like, I have more confidence in myself that I believe I can really be successful with my brand. Because I've over the past, I'll say, like 2-3 months, I really hit goals.
That's really good.
Yeah, I really hit goals for myself. And I was like, if I continue to do it, like, next year, like, the sky is the limit, honestly.
Right. Definitely.
So it's really just that. I was just seeing how the positive feedback, everybody saying, oh, this is fire, like, this design is tough. Oh, how you did this was cool. Like, just little stuff that goes into it.
I mean, I remember, as many of us probably do, like, during the beginning days. Can you tell us, like, the thought process and where, I remember, if I'm wrong, you could clarify, but the days you used to really hand deliver your clothing brand.
I still had to do. I still do
You
that.
still do that? Hey, man, this is a
that.
humble beginnings here,
Of
man.
course.
Really appreciate that. I mean, for one, like, what really took you to that? What were the mindset on that when you started your clothing brand, and like how tedious was the mission in looking for manufacturers? Getting, I don't know if you personally design all your clothing, get the thought process into that. Just give us a little knowledge.
Alright, manufacturer wise, that was easy. My cousin, he used to have a brand, but he stopped for a little bit. So he just sent me his manufacturer, and then we just go from there.
Right.
But designing wise, I like to draw my designs, but I'm not really a good drawer. So I'll like make the design in my head, like I have it down, like I know how I want it to be, and then like I'll get someone to design it for me, and then that'll be it. But like I have everything in my head. I know how I want it to be, how I want this to be here or this to be here. So it's really just, sometimes it's a process, because a lot of the times be like, oh, like I'll like it, and then you send it to somebody, you're like, oh, do you like this? Nah. I don't like it.
You gotta get a feedback now.
Yeah. So it's just constant like trial and error with that, and then you release those, and then people, they mess with it.
That's really good. That's good.
Tough. That's tough. So,
I mean,
how do you deal with your competition? Are you friends with some of your competition?
Oh yeah, of course.
Oh, okay. Yeah, friendly fire here, or
It's
about
not even competition. I'd say like we're all here to help each other succeed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Sooner or later, let's all understand that you all have the same goals and reaching.
Right.
The peak is at your business and your content that you're giving to audience. If anything has to come down to the line now, profound designers like for many of us that that made Off-White, Louis Vuitton. Who is your most inspiration designer that you look up to?
Designer?
Not really designer, but
like fashion sense.
Kanye. Hey, I could not if anything for our audience, I'm not advocating for any of his decisions and actions.
No,
we know that.
But
it's just
fashion wise.
Yeah, his music taste and his designer choices.
Oh yeah,
like,
he definitely impacted the culture a lot.
Sure.
Oh yeah.
The shoes we wear, the clothes we wear, the music we listen to, everything.
Yeah, so like he impacted. But going back to the competition, this is how I see it. Like the old competition. Have you ever like had a clash with somebody that like or somebody just try to, somebody just hating. Just to hate.
Who has another brand?
Yeah.
Nah, usually brands, we all support each other.
That's good. That's how I like.
Like we'd be like, oh, they'll shout you out, or they'll just show some type of love.
Yeah.
Like every brand that I've come in contact that's in DMV, they're all cool.
I feel like it starts early. Like maybe the older generation is the one that is like more like that. Like if somebody's doing something else, they like, oh, and
They feel attacked.
Yeah,
by
yeah,
it.
it feels,
Yeah.
And I don't understand that because like I'm a photographer. Most of my close friends, they got a camera. Jesse got a camera. CJ got a camera. We all do photography stuff, and it's like if I'm editing a picture, doing something I'm like, yo, look at this. Like, do y'all mess with this? Like this thing. Like they literally help me to make my picture better.
Definitely.
So it's like I help them make
It's about
my
helping
picture.
help each other grow, support each other. We're all trying to see each other win. You know what I'm saying?
That's good.
Like we're not trying to be like, oh, like he sucked. Like,
Yeah, that's the same that I was telling you about. Like, you know, we all think it's just the same. Everybody in the circle gonna pick sides. There's always gonna be a new generation coming behind us.
Okay, but
Better,
with that,
stronger.
like, you know, like people say it's a small number of new businesses that succeed. It's like, and it's like, especially black-owned businesses, the number is even smaller. Of businesses that succeed. How do you go about that? How's your perspective on that?
For me, it's just consistency.
Consistency.
Always consistency. That was my main thing I wanted to start with.
Definitely.
And always dropping new stuff, giveaways, restocks. I just did a restock last week. Always be on it, because the moment you're not on it, someone else will be.
Definitely.
So when you're consistent, people will see that. You'll get pushed to more people will like it, and more people will buy. Everything just flows in. It just
Feedback
works.
into the loop.
Yeah, exactly.
Definitely.
So I feel like with me, consistency is key, and that's just been with me my whole life. Just consistency.
And I don't know. To me, some people might say it's not realistic, but I feel like everybody can win. It's enough money in this world, and it's like, look, it's people buy clothes literally every day.
Right.
So I feel like everybody can win, no matter. Let's say if y'all on the same type of mindset, y'all on the same type of goal. I mean, it might be faster than for somebody else, but at the end of the day, everybody's gonna win. It's like two brothers, they both working to be in the NFL or NBA, some type of way. At the end of the day, they both don't get drafted at the same time. One of them it's always somebody getting drafted, and that might not mean that person is better.
It's just
that's what I'm
their
saying.
time.
It's just their time to get.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, I mean, I get it's the facts, the numbers, the statistics. Damn, I'm worried I get all that, but at the same time, we gotta overlook all that. Like, I feel like as believers, we still have to overlook it. Numbers, cool, blah blah blah, cool. They run the world, but hey man, if you look at a bigger picture and look at things in a good way every time, like I see me and all my guys, I see us winning at the top.
As long as you put the work in, bro, it will speak for itself.
But like, I mean, to say for a lot of things that a lot of us has faced, for people that's told us no, you shouldn't do it. Like in your experience, where are the moments been that you really had your back against the wall, telling you you're not really gonna be that guy, you're not gonna really make it, or has it been a different perspective for you, honestly? You know, like you say,
early on it was tough.
Definitely.
It was tough.
Tell us stories, man. We like the tea on here.
Yeah, we love tea, you know. You don't gotta disclose names, but
No, you're good, bro. I mean, first week that I dropped, I got in a car accident.
dang.
So I didn't have no type of car, so I couldn't. So it was hard for me to get to work sometimes, and that equals less work time, equals less money I can put in the brand. So it was kind of tough to like gather money together to like, especially for the first drop. That first drop, it took a little while for everybody to get their shirts, because just like everything that was just going on in my life.
Definitely.
I was just like, bruh, this is like really worth it. Like the first job, I'm already going through this. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is hard, but you overlook that, and you see, if I keep on putting it in, people are telling me, if you keep on putting it in, you'll be straight, and it's working now. So, yeah.
All right. So what's your? Let's go back real quick. Now, like, give me details. Your journey through this brand, good, bad, out things where, like, times where you peak, times, if it was a moment like shippings, everything, orders drop down, and all of a sudden the next day you just see it go up, or like certain things, certain people you met through this brand. Like, just give me details through the journey from the beginning so the people can understand. Also, during the details, I want you like, more of yourself, like things were going on in life. That's how you actually correlate that. Because you used to go to school.
Yeah.
I put the business with school and also work and everything. So like just go on.
Yeah, I mean, I was really like starting to pick up my brand around like late April. And I started designing the t-shirts and wanted to announce it late April, early May. So I did that. You could tell like some people were just kind of like iffy about it. Some people were just like, oh, there's another person just starting their brand. Like, okay.
Yeah, for sure.
That's how it would be when you be seeing people want to start new stuff. So, you know, I got the samples. I did my first photo shoot. First photo shoot went well. It was really well. But first drop ain't do how I wanted it to do. It was okay, but it wasn't like how I was about to be like, bro, I'm about to make money. People are saying they're about to buy all this and that. And most people that say they're gonna buy, they don't buy, bro. So it's just like, you know what? Let your work do the talking, not you do the talking. So in the second drop, you know, I did the same thing, just consistency, just working at it, just networking to people and be like, yo, you see this, like, and be like, yo, I fuck with this, bro. Like, I want this, like, I need this. You know what I'm saying? So second drop, it does.
Good numbers.
Yeah, not good numbers, but it does
Way
it does better. So I'm just like, you know, it's growing a little bit. Let's wait till the hoodies, because everybody said, yo, the hoodies, that's when, you know, it's make or break. You know
so you started with shirts?
Yeah, I started with t-shirts. Yeah,
started with the t-shirts.
Yeah, and then the hoodies, that's when everybody's just like, yo, this is really it. And
yeah.
When I dropped the hoodies on Black Friday, it did amazing.
Definitely.
Wow. Yeah, 3K in a day.
That's tough.
Yeah.
I mean,
wait, 3K orders?
$3K.
In gross revenue.
Yeah.
You know,
Makes
I
sense.
like how we like as an economist,
tough,
we love the numbers and cherish that, but you know, gotta cut down the expense.
Yeah, of course.
All the other
necessities. It takes a lot, but when the bring home money comes in, it's just like,
that's
good.
definitely that's definitely
right. So that 3K a day, as a business that just started, do you like, oh, F this to myself, F this to the business, or you just go business?
Business comes first.
I'm talking about
Percent, how
the
much?
whole 3K. I mean, yeah, I get, like me, this out my photography stuff, I get my tights.
reinvest.
Right, 10% my tights.
Definitely.
Then the other money I have, straight goes to my equipment. Like I haven't spent money on myself at all through the business, like until I get to a certain stage. Like even though when I get to that stage, it's money I'm making from something else that I'm gonna spend on myself. It's business aside. So like, how do you do your spending, accounting, and everything?
You would say like percentage wise, or
not really percentage wise, but like, do you either split the money up, put in different places, or like they just all go back to your business?
In a more so logical way, like your financial strategies.
All the money that I make from the business goes to my savings, like
That's
everything.
good,
So
good.
when I want to pay the manufacturer, shipping, label
Cost.
buying, cost, stuff like that, that's
out of the pocket from the money. I mean, at the end of the day, is we invest in the money.
Right. Makes sense.
Do you have an Excel spreadsheet?
I just write it down, bro.
I mean, if anything, I think that's
I
the
just
best
keep it
way.
in my head.
Nah,
It's working for me so far.
look, I'm telling you, but it's like, if you trying to elevate, it's gonna get to a point
It's
like
too much.
it's too much. It's gonna be
I'm
too
not-
much.
That's what you want.
You might even need somebody to be
Yeah,
a
to
team.
help you.
Yeah.
To-
That's what I'm saying. And it's like, dang, I wanted to say something before.
It's like anything, like, you know, ever comes down to it, I always write my script down in my notes.
Okay.
I mean, that's advice for anybody that makes content, if it has to come down to original content, you know. So if it's included numbers, as much as many are gifted to remember numbers and keep tell, it's just advice just to keep note of that. Not to say it's on everybody's, but because, hey, who am I? I probably make some money on the side, you don't know. So, you know, you really got to keep up your tally so you could defend yourself or represent yourself in a time of need. So for anything, it's just, hey, well advised to do so. I mean, from the controversy of now you in school, like, what is your mindset to being in school and alongside your business?
I mean, school. I mean, I do online school.
No.
Like, so I do everything on my laptop.
What year are you in college? Are you in college?
25.
That's what's up.
25, yeah.
I thought you said 25 years old.
Chill.
So you're a sophomore.
Sophomore,
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, sometimes it can get tough because just like, I want to do this,
Definitely.
but I have to do this, bro. I don't feel like doing that. But you gotta do what you gotta do.
Right. I'll say.
Yeah, especially or if I'm just doing like a photo shoot, like just me trying to get in the modeling scene as well. Like, it's hard to like balance it a little bit, but it's working.
Yeah, it's definitely the hardcore pressure points that make a diamond.
Yeah,
Of course. I mean, looking down at it, have you ever came forward to your parents? You know, you do talk about your relative that put you in connect to your manufacturers and producing your merch. Did you ever had the conversation with your parents and letting them know what you had going on through the?
Oh yeah. Even before I told my mom a little later. Like she knew a little later. But my dad, he was probably one of the first people to know.
Of
that I was starting it, and he was just like, okay. and then I just went from there.
I mean, if anything, did they ever have the mindset like, you know, you could do this instead of putting your school forward, or they're all traditionally to the school first?
Traditional as hell.
Yes, as we could all guess, you know, we all here aren't, you know, multimillionaires.
Yeah. I feel like 2023, I could, you know, if things go right, how I wanted to plan it, I wanted to go, I probably won't have to go to school for a little while.
That's good.
That's really the goal of mine, too, at least.
I mean, if anything,
support myself.
Is it like a stamp idea where it's like you see that's gonna make you like, okay, put school to the side, or
that's a goal for next year.
That's really the goal for next year. If anything, I mean, for one, you've seen many YouTubers or TikTokers that took a leap into their endeavors and become well successful outside the educational route, and, you know, made success through that. I mean, now that you know, if anybody that don't know, how old are you?
I'm 20.
Definitely 20, doing the game thing for real. I mean, shoot. You don't plan on having no kids yet or
Nah, I ain't no.
I was just about to ask you to like, what level, what stage of life are you in right now? Like, because I know academically you're 25, class of 25, but like in the other aspects of your life, like what level of life are you in? What stage of like?
I thought I'm just getting started.
You're just getting started,
but yeah. Okay. I mean, in high school at least, you could say that for me. How can I say this? Parents are strict.
Yeah.
Right. So it's hard to, you know, do what you want to do, and while you're in high school, I feel like there's more output. While you're in college, it's like you have a little more freedom to do what you really want to do in life. So I feel I'm just getting started. I just started this year, bro.
Of course.
So,
big plans. Big plans for real.
I haven't even seen what I can really do. So
That's true.
It's like, that's what I was saying. This year is about what's it called? We're seeing our potential, finding things about ourselves. I feel like, especially at this age, if you really like locking in and doing what you want to do, some people might be next year for them. It might be 2 years time, but I feel like at this age, 18, because I'm 18, 19, 20, like this year, people that really had goals and stuff, like this year we saw a lot of people find the potential. I feel like if they find that potential, they already found it. Next year they just gotta execute. Execute what they execute. That's when it's gonna get. It's gonna get hard. It's gonna get hard next year.
I feel like it's gonna be especially picture-wise. I already know for me. So I'm starting next year very strong.
That's
very strong. So when you start strong, you gotta continue it from there and just go. I'm very
next year, cause it's like, bro. like
fittest
like
fittest win. I don't see that. I don't see that. Nobody is just
Right,
we're all in our
stage
growing
where
stage where we all definitely see ourselves in higher stand position, achieving things, and you know, not to downplay anybody. But you gotta really put in the work to stay on top.
yeah, big things happening next. It's like even from the first day of January, like I'm getting to it. Get into it first day.
But that's the thing.
That's
it's the same for those that make a New Year resolution. Going to the gym. January 3rd.
You don't even feel like
And then by February, everybody's scattered.
Yeah.
It's really about the grind and motion.
It was really gonna stay.
It was really gonna stay through the thick and times. Now for this year, like aside from your business, no disrespect to that, but what had your biggest achievement personally, things that you've done
outside of
in your life.
I'm getting paid to do shit.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Oh, for real? By the way?
Yeah.
Where?
I got paid like
twice.
That's good. That's good.
Next year, I definitely
Like photographers hit you up?
Yeah. Or like they'd be like,
yo, can someone
diploma story for someone,
you know,
do this for me.
and
then I'll
swipe up.
There we go.
There we go.
that's tough.
I mean, if anything, is it like you know, you having a business running and you know, those ever come in handy?
Of course, because
sometimes
it's less people
to you know
choose from my brand
for because I can just be in it. So
Makes sense. Promote yourself.
What's your ethnicity?
I'm
Ghanaian.
I mean, as to know that, you know, now I record Virgil album. You know, being an infamous Ghanaian designer. Has he ever been like an inspiration or thought to?
I would say inspiration, like more when he passed, that kind of stuff. But when he was alive, like I knew, but it wasn't just he's such an inspiration, but like it was inspiring, like how he came up, did what he did, and started his own brand, and it got as big as it got. Everybody did. So
I think that's where he really found his relationship with Kanye.
Yeah.
For anything they had to go in mind, not being accepted into the Paris Walk. As everybody that's like golden standpoint for any model, photographer, fashion world. That's really it. And they decided to be the cue for something different, a new generation, and as they are succeeding and thriving to make their effect on us while he's passed away. I think for one thing is, you know, his name will always make a stamp on earth to be a different designer, artist in every category he's in. So that's definitely.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, see, that's what going back, like you say, the Paris Walk and stuff. Like, I mean, yeah, if you're not accepting us, because I feel like those things, they're not meant for us. No, like if you of our color, yeah. So we wouldn't be accepted, even how big you are. If they just look at little things, we wouldn't be accepted except if we play the game. So why don't we build our own? Yeah, and I feel like our culture has more impact. So it's like it will be wild.
The best word I've ever heard being put is we are the inspiration.
We are.
All of the things that ever been out there, from the food to the culture to the music to the art. The core inspiration comes from those that created. You know what I mean? I don't think that would ever die down in the first place. It's just moving your work ethic into somewhere else, cooking up that pot, and eventually you never know. All those things that we disregard ourselves from being able to do or tap into, you're just gonna be the one thrive achieving those goals and achievements.
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, we coming to the end of the episode now, but I want to just like recap of our year. Like, how's this year been for all of you?
I mean.
Okay, let me think. Yeah, it's been good. Like, definitely a lot of growth. I'd be lying to you not if I say like I have like the major events that happen in my life, because I need time to think about it. But I've definitely grown a lot. You know, emotional intelligence is something I've learned. Trust, like who to trust and who not to trust. Because I know one thing I learned is like there really are fake people out here, and people that you just can't mess with. Yeah. So physically, I've grown a lot. Definitely, like people that know me before, they've seen the progress I've made, and
we always talk about it, man. We always talk about
physically, exponential growth. I'm grateful to God for that. I've just been consistent, and I've changed my body a lot. Mentally, yeah. Academically, I'm in college. I'm still growing, still working to get to that career. But I'm good.
I'm gonna go next. For me, growth, it's like, it's like in the beginning of this year, that's when we really started getting into the podcast stuff. I mean, we started last year, we started like late last year.
Yeah.
I had the date. I forgot.
It was around
during COVID.
No, it wasn't during COVID.
It was 2020.
Yeah, 2021, late November. Yeah, November. Yeah.
Started in
November. Yeah. Yeah, straight audio. Straight audio alone season 1 audio, season 2.
Halfway. It was halfway audio. And then we finished it with a video. We started season 3 on videos.
No, this is season 3.
I know.
Season 3, but season 2 we did audio from the beginning. That was the summer. That was the summertime. We started shooting season 2 in the summer. The growth of the podcast, I've seen growth a lot. You know, just our people really support us, and also at the same time, it's like our hair. Like, especially going to college now, they be like, oh yeah, you got this podcast, you got that podcast. They be like, I be seeing it around. Oh, Moses in there and this and that. I'm like, yeah. Oh, they be like, they know about it, but they don't watch it. I'm like,
I like that. Like, y'all have multiple faces for the pod, so
it's kind of more
recognizable. Someone to come up to you, like, you put it up.
I'm glad to be introduced by one of Daniel's closest friends. I didn't expect it. They were like, oh, you know Daniel, you're part of this podcast. I was like, I asked him, and highly enough.
Yeah, you know, it's crazy how it started too. Like, you can ask, like, I say this every time. This is not the main crew that was supposed to be on, because basically it was my idea, right? So I was sitting in class, right? Because my math class, me and my math teacher, Miss Wilson, me, that's my guy. So we always like going back and forth, like talking about life, computer, coding, NFT. We always doing this. And I'm talking about podcasting, and she was like, yo, go to therapy first before you get other people therapy and all that. I'm like, yeah. She was clowning me like, you need therapy, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, no way, I'm just starting. And my other 2 homeboys, we were in that class too, we were always going back and forth. I'm like, yo, let's do this. But like, apparently I don't know, I wouldn't want to say scared, but they didn't want to do it at that time. So I'm like, bro, Daniel is one of my closest since middle school. We've been like tight. So I'm like, bro, let's just do it. I told him, whatever, like, I want to start something. I'm like, but we need one other person. And whoever that person is, let's see. So I was just thinking different people wanted a brand. Then I'm like, and I saw him on TikTok. That was the time he was doing TikTok, really. I'm like, I saw him on TikTok. And I'm like, Dan, you should go to school with him. And I sent him I think I seen you 2 weeks before that. Like, you keep your head at Daniel's house. I'm like, bro, let's ask him. And he asked him, I'm like, bro. And he was like, what's the name? I'm like, The Journey. Listen, like, I'm the connector. I thought of the name, literally. I was driving, right? And I saw the yellow, the lane marks on the road. I'm like, The Journey.
My mindset was just like, oh shoot.
Yeah, I'm like the journey.
My mindset was just like, oh shoot, like, yeah, I'm down. Sounds fun. I never really get time to hang out with my friends, bro. So it was like, for me, it was just like, oh, hanging out. It wasn't even podcasting. It was just talking.
Really, if anything, it's just, as you said, the connect. I really just doing my being in a podcast environment, being interested in mine too, investigating on it.
Yeah. Let's move on. Let's move on. We already gotta talk about this. We not the only crew. Behind the camera. Okay, come here real quick.
Because you have been looking for a photographer or a videographer.
Get down there again. Yeah. So basically, I didn't even happen, bro.
And I had class for him.
Yeah. So it was all like, so I was like, bro, we gotta elevate. Like after season 1, I was just writing stuff like we gotta do season 2. Then I knew about him, cause I'm a fan of his brother. I always tell him that, like, you go. Like I'm a fanboy. Like I'm telling you, bro.
You wanna play football?
He plays football.
Yeah, his brother.
Yeah, like I don't know. It's just cause I feel like his brother was one of the first Nigerians I knew that played football. Cause I was like my 2nd year, 3rd year in this country. So I'm like, bro, that's a Nigerian playing football for real. Like, and he was tough with it. Like I'm like, bro, that's tough. So I seen that, and I'm like, oh, that's his brother. Cause I seen him do some video with Harmony too. I'm like, oh, that's his brother. I'm like, oh, all right, bet. I just was looking at all his videos. I'm like, bro, he's nice with it. And this was, I didn't start doing videos at that time. I'm like, bro, he's nice with it. I just look at his stuff. Then Dan was just talking about him some time. I'm like, oh, they go the same. I'm like, bro, why don't you ask him to come on the podcast, talk. My first option was like, okay, let's just get him on the podcast, talk about family, his brothers, blah, 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 his role. Then after that, and I told Darren, like, yo, let's tell him to be our videographer. And luckily, at first I was like, you probably gonna be Hollywood. Like Hollywood and everything.
But he was actually like...
Yeah, he was like,
so tell your perspective on that.
So like, I remember, I think I was at some store, Daniel hit me up. First thing I was on my mind, like before I always wanted to do a podcast, I was gonna start one by myself actually. But I was like, I wasn't really committed into it. So like, then Daniel came along, he was like, you wanna be a part of this podcast? I'm like, can you record some videos and just tell me how much? He said, I remember he said, we don't have that much fun. so we still don't got fun. So yeah, so like, I was like, nah, I actually just want to be a part of it actually. I want to see how it is. I was like, and actually get something going, see where it goes, First thing I felt out like what they actually wanted to do, like how far they actually want to go with it, and I see they were serious about it. So I was like, yeah, let's go.
Yeah, we've been at it for a minute, and you not here. TG and Alan, they like photographers. We got TG. We featured in like 3 episodes in season 1.
Yeah.
We featured like 3 episodes in season 1. So like we just talk, cause that's my little brother. Okay. So yeah, we just talking to him.
Your actual little brother, like blood?
No, like my
guy.
Yeah. Like he's family basically, okay. Like literally family. Yeah. So yeah, we were just chatting up, and TG been busy lately, like a lot. So he's not been here most of the time. Then somebody else hit us up, like on Instagram, especially. It was after that was the episode he was not on. Mm-hmm. We wore our cultural outfit. Oh, yeah. Bro, that one went up. Like people would just reposting. I'm like, oh, okay. Then people just hit us up. Oh, I'm trying to get on this. I'm trying to get on that. I'm trying to get on that. I feel like that's when around the time he hit us up too, or before that.
Alan?
Not him. I think around that time he hit us up too. There was a lot of people that trying to get on it. Then I was just sorting it out, like, bro, I know some people just want to get on there, just talk and show their face. That's why I kept asking people, like, what do you have to bring?
Yeah,
I feel like you didn't. Yeah, but I knew about him, so I was like, I didn't even ask him that. Like, listen, some people felt really offended. Like,
Why they gonna get offended? Because they don't
that's
value.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, oh, see, that's how I knew, like, yeah, scratching up.
Either they really down for it, for real, or just about it for the
clout, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then Alan hit us up like, bro, I'm trying to do this. Like, I'll mess with this, then. Then we got him on here, too. And since then, the team just been growing. At the same time, I feel like we still got to add, like, a female. Yeah, to this. But we just got to find the right woman that's going to be down and everything. But overall, damn, we be moving for real. Like, connecting with a lot of people. Connecting with a lot of people.
Why are you laughing, Jesse?
From the outside, what do you feel about our podcast from the outside?
I feel like my first impression, the first episode that I seen personally, was when y'all got Naomi on here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I was just like, you know, when I listened to it, I was just like, y'all really about this for real? Like, it seemed professional to me.
Right.
I was like, you know, I've always wanted to be on one. I was like, why not? So I asked y'all, and y'all graciously got me on here. It took a little while.
Yeah, you're a busy guy, you know.
No, it was not even that, because, you know, also we had people lined up. Yeah. And I was like, then I was like, bro, I have to have him season 3. Like, I have to have him, because season 2 was like, we were all done with the people season 2. I'm like, season 3, we gotta have him. At first, I wanted to do you first, open with your time, and like, you know, you said dates and stuff didn't work out. Then we just like, this day was the perfect day. So that's how God works, bro.
Yeah. You never know. You really the boat on the present for us, really. You know, ship up this year for real. Actually on top of that. And really, we just been badly blessed. And for all of our audience watching, really, we appreciate y'all for this year, for watching us. If you're liking, subscribing, sharing, whatever it is you're doing, we definitely appreciate y'all. And we hope to see y'all next year again.
Hold up, before we end it up. What do you got to say to the people that wear your brand, or people that have not heard about your brand?
2023 we come in real hard, so be prepared.
Be prepared. Y'all gotta say too much.
That's what you
Y'all gotta say too much.
Say
Hey
less.
man, I appreciate you for coming, bro.
You see that, my guy?
But yeah, man, let's shout out, you know, to say your business.
Yeah.
Shout out Alpha Studios. No, I'll probably put it right there.
You know, Fame.shots on Instagram, TikTok,
And then
Twitter coming soon, Pinterest coming soon. You know, we're gonna be on everything, you know. Next year, woof. Hey man, you gonna see the collabs. The collabs, you know, photographers and videographers, they don't, you know, we gonna change the game basically. The collabs gonna be crazy.
let him plug himself.
At JoJo and narcissistic.us.
Shameless plug.
Yeah.
If anything, we appreciate y'all and Happy New Year's.
Peace out.
Peace, we out.